Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we have an interesting story from a lady named Mesdis Khan on TikTok. So she accidentally caught her husband cheating and she's sharing the story with us. This was actually uploaded 2 days ago, so it's a recent thing as of the time of me making this video. So let's listen to her and hear how come it was an accident. That's what it
I
is.
accidentally caught my husband cheating on me. It was an accident. I was not looking for it. I did not want to see it. Nothing. So it was Super Bowl Sunday, and we were having a Super Bowl party at our house. And we were using his phone to play music. Now, he never hid his phone from me. He never I was never suspicious. I didn't look through it. I did not think this was happening. And he gave me his phone to change the music. He would never be scared either. Like, you know how sometimes you get a guy's phone and if they're a cheater, they start freaking out or hover over your shoulder or they're cheating. Like by just asking for it. Well, he never did that, ever. So I get the phone and I go to change the music. And this message comes up from this girl on Facebook Messenger. And I was like, that's weird. Why is some girl messaging him? So I'm a little nosy and I'll wander off into the abyss if you let me. And so I did. I went and clicked on the message and I go to Facebook and the message is gone. And I'm like, that's weird. And then I continue. I'm like, whatever. I don't know what it was. Whatever. I continue to go through the music playlist, and again a message pops up. And it says there's a photo. So I go to click on it again, and again it's gone. And I'm like, he's over playing with his family, his friends, whatever. And I'm like, that's weird. Still not really thinking anything, but I'm like, maybe if I refresh, maybe if I log in and log out and log back in, maybe it'll show. So I didn't think he would mind either because he would never care about me looking at anything. I wasn't restricted at all. And so I log out and go to log back in, and there's 2 profiles. 2. So I log into the other one. And there the messages were from the girls. This is how bad he covered himself. So when they would message him, he would message them back and then he would delete it as they would send the messages. So I only saw the messages that he hadn't seen yet. I didn't say a word. I did not say a word. I waited. And I logged out. I didn't say anything. I waited for him to get his phone. Then went back and got the phone again to see, and he deleted messages again. But he sent her a message because another message came through. And I got to the point to where I actually figured out the password. So then when he left the house one day, I logged in. I accidentally caught my husband cheating.
Oh, it has ended. I guess, she was recording directly on either on Snapchat or TikTok, so it has ended. Snapchat, from my own end, Snapchat, what is 2 minutes? If your video is up to 2 minutes, you stop recording. I guess that's what happened. So let's go back to the next video rather, because I've seen that she has posted like 3 or 4 videos. I have to check. I don't like starting a story and that it's not complete yet, or if it has not gone so long. But there's 2 things I want to say before we continue. People that cheat, why do they get married? Why can't you just stay single and be doing whatever you're doing? Why can't you just stay like that instead of bringing somebody's into your life, knowing the fact that you can't stay truthful to this person and this person demands faithfulness from you? Why can't you just stay alone? This is what I keep trying to wrap my head around. Why are cheaters not single? Why must you be in a relationship? Why can't you just be single? Then you can sleep around however you want if you don't know how to be faithful. And I've noticed again that women tend to be nosy. I'm not nosy, not like me trying to justify it, but I just wonder, how does it feel being nosy? It's a feeling that I don't understand. But I just want to know, like, how does it feel? Is it that you are restless until you find the root of the cause? Like, I want to know if you're a nosy person. Let me know. Another thing again, I know I said two things, but another thing, women are very, very intelligent, but we don't give ourselves enough credit. They will go to any length to find out if they suspect somebody is doing something. I think I really wish we would learn to apply that knowledge in every field where we find ourselves. I don't know if you guys get the points. Well, let's move to the next video.
I ran out of time, but what I did was I waited till he left the house. I logged in. He told me he was going to go drop something off with somebody, and I had his location also. So just because somebody gives you their location, their password, everything does not mean a thing. And I'm going to tell
Yeah,
you
it's
another
looking like
story
it.
after this. But I had his location. I'm watching him. He said he's going to go drop something off. Tells me where he's going and everything. The message comes in from this girl. She says, just text me when you're outside. Then he messages her when he's outside. Mind you, I'm watching.
Oh my God. So that means the girl in question is aware he's married. So this is not a case of, oh, the man lied or pretended to be a single man. This girl in question is aware the man is married. Okay.
This happen. I'm watching it on Facebook Messenger because I'm logged in and he's also logged in. So I'm watching the messages come through, delete, come through, delete, but I'm reading them. And she's like, text me when you're outside. And he's like, hey, I'm here. She's like, okay, just come in. The messages stopped for about 45 minutes. 45 minutes, I'm pacing around my house. I don't want to stop him because I want to know if you're going to do it. I don't want you to just not do it because I have a leash on you or I have you in a cage and I'm stopping you or because you were interrupted. I want you to not do it because you love me that much to not do it. So I let him.
And for me, that is love. When somebody say, oh, how do people used to say that love is not enough? And they begin to say everything that love is, that is what they want. That is love. Like, if you love me enough, then do everything in your power not to hurt me. But if you're hurting me and you're telling me you love me, you don't love me. Forget whatever. See, I don't know how you would define it. But if you love somebody and you are intentionally hurting them, whether I like it or not, this is you intentionally hurting the person you claim to love. You don't love them. Yeah.
For 45 minutes, he was in this girl's house. He leaves, texts her, that was the best I've ever had. And then he comes home and he's like, hey, baby. Mind you, I was in the closet on the floor grabbing my stomach crying. I got myself together and acted like nothing. He comes in the house. He's like, hey, baby, gives me a kiss on the cheek and acts like absolutely nothing happened. That was probably the hardest thing I've had to do, like as a woman, to watch and allow your man to be with another woman and you just do nothing about it. But I did make a plan to leave, and I did leave him. I divorced him. Right after that, I had to kind of get a plan together. If you know my situation, you know why. But I left him. I divorced him. But I just wanted to share this because just because you have all of these things and they do all of this, and I'm not saying this to make anybody paranoid because there are so many good men out there. I ran out of time, but what I did was...
It has finished again because she's still talking. I want to hear what she's saying. Yeah, and I like what she's saying. Just because this happened to her doesn't mean that every other person out there is cheating, especially those ones that divulge their information to their partner. That doesn't mean you should not start being paranoid and start suspecting your partner. There are a lot of good men, there are a lot of good women out there. So just pray that you meet the right person. And when you meet the right person, pay attention. Don't allow your emotions to cloud your judgment. Let's move to the next video. I want to finish everything in this part one. I don't want to do part one, part two, part two for you guys. We have to finish it. So that means that this video might probably be longer than it should be. So let's take it.
I'm not saying this to make anybody paranoid for no reason, or, you know, don't go being suspicious for no reason. Like, there are good people out there, and I have personally experienced some really good men who I didn't have any of those things, And I know they weren't cheating. It didn't work out for other reasons, but I know that cheating wasn't an issue. So please don't get suspicious. Please don't go and look. And please don't think badly just because somebody was so good at hiding these things. I'm not kidding. He was so good. I never asked for passwords. I never looked through his phone. I never asked for his location. These are all things he gave me up front to make me feel so secure that I would never have a suspicion. And I never did. It totally worked. Don't go do that to anybody either, because that's not nice. But yeah, I'm not saying that
Okay, there's
to
see more
make
parts, so let's
anybody.
continue.
So guys, the confrontation was bad.
Yeah, this is actually the part. Even though I said I've known this, I genuinely wanted to know how it panned out when she confronted the man, knowing the fact that he gave her, in fact, he didn't give her anything to suspect her. So let's listen.
When I finally decided to confront him, it had already happened multiple times and I couldn't take it anymore. I was crying hysterically. I made the mistake of confronting him when he was intoxicated. And he looked at me and he's like, "Why are you crying?" And I was like, you guys, if you've ever been cheated on, you know what this feels like. I was like crouching over, crying, holding my stomach, just crying. And he was like, "What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong?" And I was like, "Why did you cheat on me?" or something like that. And I don't remember exactly what I said. And he's like, "What are you talking about? What are you talking about?" And he was trying to baby me, as if he really cared that I was upset. And I just got the phone and I said this. I showed him the messages on his phone. And I feel like in that moment, he realized that it was over. And he didn't say a word. He did not say a word. He grabbed me, and I don't want to get too graphic because trigger warning for anybody who's ever been through domestic violence. And he attacked me, full on attacked me. I had to then wait until he fell asleep and had one of my friends come over. And she snuck me out of the house and stuck me into her house. And I was scared. I didn't know what to do. I ended up going to the hospital. I had a concussion. There was blood clots in my eyes. I was messed up. But I was so scared to leave because at the time I didn't have a car. I was scared people were going to find out. I was scared my kids were going to find out because they didn't know. And I was just terrified. So he had threatened things if he couldn't get to me, he would get to people that I love, my friends, family. And I believed it. And so I stayed actually for a little bit. And he continued to cheat on me, and I continued to obey. And then it took for me to get an STD to realize that this man was gonna be the end of me if I didn't leave. Not even the physical, it was I went to the hospital to get a checkup because I wasn't feeling good. The doctor actually told me. So guys, so I had gone to the hospital and they had given me an STD test, and they had told me that I had all of the symptoms of the herpes virus. And I'm not embarrassed to talk about this at all. I know now that having an STD or contracting an STD doesn't mean that you are dirty. I got it from my husband, the one person who was supposed to keep me safe, who put me in that situation. So anyway, I had gone to the hospital. He had taken me to the hospital, by the way, and they told me that. I left the hospital that day, and I was sick to my stomach, throwing up. My life was destroyed in that moment, and I didn't know what to do. It caused us to get into another physical altercation, and I did end up calling the police. I had to pretend like nothing was wrong. He took me to work, and the last thing I said to him was, "I love you." I gave him a kiss. I went to work, and he was surrounded outside of my job and arrested. I found out a few days after he was arrested that I did not, in fact, have herpes. I had caught chlamydia, which was curable with medication. So I was able to, clear myself. I'm good. I'm healthy. I'm fine now. But he was sentenced to 10 years in prison. He's still in there right now. I don't really have anger anymore towards that situation. I know it happened. I don't think I deserved it. I do think that I wasn't the best person to somebody like that. I think he needed help. Hopefully he's gotten the help that he needs. But yeah, that was the whole story. Unfortunately, because of who he was, it was on the news in my state, and that was another whole overwhelming, embarrassing story. But I've gotten through it, and I'm happy, and I'm healthy now, and everything's probably not going the best, but I'm in a better situation than I was in then. So
Guys, imagine the whole state being aware of your situation, all because your husband couldn't keep it in his pants. So this, going by what she said now, this man cheating, he was not cheating out of he married a bad wife, because they were living the good life in the eyes of people. Their life appeared good. Well, what was lacking that made him to do this? Not like I'm trying to blame the wife, but I'm just trying to understand people that actually cheat, especially when they have it going good with their partner. What is usually the excuse? Is it that they lack self-control? Could that be the reason that they don't have any self-control? That look at this woman, she's so beautiful, and they even have children. So when I see people that go out of their way to cheat on their spouse, whether a man or a woman, especially the ones that have children, I don't think I will ever understand their mindset. And what I don't understand is when they are caught, either they start crying and start saying, "Oh, it was the devil's fault." Like, had it been you were not caught that time, you would have been doing whatever you're doing. But the very minute you are caught, they start crying, they start begging. Like, I will never understand that. Like, I don't think I will ever understand that mindset. Why are you crying? Why are you begging? Because you were doing this before you were caught. In this case now, he was attacking her. Was he attacking her because she found out his secret? Was that why he was attacking her, or what? Maybe you had no right to go through my phone. That's another thing I don't understand. You are caught cheating, but your problem is that somebody went through your phone. You did not respect my privacy. What rubbish privacy is that? Guys, I will still say that the reason why I bring stories like this is so that we learn from the mistakes of others, not to allow our emotions cloud our judgment. As Christians, when we are being told that we should stay away from every sexual sin, so that, when we are in a relationship, we are doing it right, the right way. We think that, oh, don't tell us what to do, we don't like it. Not knowing the fact that this is actually for our own good. What I've come to realize as a Christian is everything in the Bible is actually for my good. Like, all sentiment aside, everything God has ever said in the Bible is actually for my good. Because I notice that anytime I start living that way, I like the way I feel as a human being. I like the fulfillment it gives me. And I notice that it helps me stay away from a lot of headache. It's helped me stay away from heartbreak. It's easy for me to make the right decisions because there's no emotion clouding my judgment. That is what I've come to realize. So that's why now I'm going harder at it, because I know that it's at the end of the day it will favor me. I don't know if you guys are getting my point. So when they say stay away from sex as a single man, a single woman. They're not teaching you that because they want to control your life. It is for your own good. It is for your own good. Because when you are in a clear head space, you are at a better place to make better judgments. I don't know if you guys are getting my point. So yeah, even people that cohabit before they marry, it is not good. It is harder for you to leave that relationship than when you're staying on your own. Take Go to me anywhere. It is harder. People will not say, I want to test the goods before I buy it. When you go to Target, for those of you that buy goods from Target, do you test anything there before you buy it or before you make payments? Why do you buy it and pay knowing the fact that you use it to be okay for you? Because you made that decision on a clear headspace. I know that might not be the best analogy, but when you look at it, it's still for your own good at the end of the day. Yeah, that's all I have to say for now. So before you click off, let me show you my outfit of the day. So I'm wearing what I call Aduni Ashoke jacket. So Ashoke is a Yoruba term in my country, Nigeria. So it's hand woven. So this is hand woven. Everything about this fabric is hand woven. It takes days to make. Hand woven. Hand woven. So this, I'm sure you guys have seen a clip I'm showing. It is available on my website. I have several other outfits on my website as well. Just encourage this growing business of mine. Everything is done in my country, Nigeria. So I ship to the US, I ship to UK, I ship to Germany, I ship to Canada. Anywhere yeah, that my country people can get to, just know that I can ship to you. Yes. So please follow the link in the description if you want to buy. I have several other outfits there. They're hand woven. Not all of them are not hand woven, but they're handmade. There are some, adire batik, also handmade, lovely, lovely. Just trust me, you're gonna love everything you get. This was done with so much care, with so much love. My mom was telling me that this kind of outfit you wear and hand over to your next of kin. That's how lasting this is because it's hand woven with so much 100% cotton. You will love it. This for the women, the size is different, even the length. Then for the men, it's different. It's actually unisex. Yes, a guy can wear it and a woman can wear it. That's my favorite thing about it. I love this dress so much, and I can't stop talking about it. But of course, there are other stuff you also see on my channel that you get to love. Follow the link in the description. And production for this, the production takes 4 weeks, but other items it takes 14 days. So yeah, it depends on the outfit you're going for. But just know that you are going to be getting what you love. Thank you for appreciating this work of mine. See you.